still know how to do this? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name is ST, also going by STFU. I'm a gamer handle. I really need a rebrand, but today we're trying something different. We're going to be unscripted today and do this without a plan. So whatever this video turns into is going to be the title. Oh my gosh. Going to be the title of this video, but I do want to kind of start off with what stationery and planners I'm using or playing with right now. And we're also going to make sure I practice doing this live, because I'm very awkward when I'm speaking live on camera like this, because you can tell I'm kind of pausing awkwardly or sliding into a pause, but it's okay, we're practicing. So without further ado, let's start off with the planners that I'm using. So first, let's start with my Hobonichi Techo. So I'm not the type of person who would want to throw out an old planner cover and buy a new one, so I actually just re-washed this soda colorway cover. I washed it recently, and this is from 2017, mind you. So I'm doing something a little bit different. I have an A6 Midori notebook right here, and then I have the Hobonichi Techo Day Free. Now, I bought this back in, I guess, the last year's release, but I did not use it up until August. So we'll get to this in a moment, but I do want to share like what's going on with my Midori notebook here. What I'm using it for is pretty much commonplacing or jotting down ideas and stuff like that. Here we go. These are some pages that I think I can show. This is like mostly me throwing down ideas for future videos, or just like me kind of deep exploring things that happen in my mind, because sometimes you don't really acknowledge the things that are going on in your life, or you're truly traumatized by something and you didn't realize it. So that's kind of like things that I've been addressing in my book, or in my notebook. And then sometimes I like jot down ideas for like, how do I want to solo learn different languages. Like I do want to learn Vietnamese and Cantonese and Japanese. And then there's like ideas around how I want to rebrand myself. I did jot down a manifestation in gold pen, but I'm not gonna share it right now. There's also these little stories that I threw together. I didn't follow through with them for my storyboarding class, so it's just like something. These are probably like a whole bunch that I threw away. Alright, anyways, so I decided to bust this open, this Hobonichi Techo. You know, it would just feel weird if I didn't use it, so I thought, okay, maybe I can do this for school. Use it for school, use it for daily life. I'm already using it to track like things I have to do for work, reminders to take the therapy appointments, clean up my studio, homework things, maybe some side quests like try to study Japanese, which I absolutely don't have time for, so that became unrealistic. And then I also brought this with me to the San Francisco pen show. I tested out a whole bunch of pens, and I sat down with a woman very randomly, and we just started talking about pens because, you know, why not? And I just had a lot of fun just like sketching with her pens that she like let me try out. But yeah, it was really fun just like throwing mushrooms on the pages here, because that's kind of what I'm trying to do with this book is use it up. A lot of to-do lists, more testing pages. Anyways, so I think I should provide a little bit of an update before I jump into this. Like, life updates. At the end of August of last year, I left my shitty corporate job, and now I actually work for the school that I attend. It's under an internship program where we do creative services for the school. So if a department asks for photography, videography, graphic design, then we're sent out to do some hourly work on those projects. And I think that's like really rewarding because it feels like we're doing something good for your campus community, especially since I'm going to a, what do you call it? A community college. Because those are the types of folks who need a lot more support than, honestly, universities. I'm sorry. So just a quick segue into this. So this I picked up from a friend. They were just like giving them away. So I thought, you know what, I'll try out this Kokuyo Jibun Techo because I've been hearing so many great things about it. I think what this does is it gives you more structure. Even though I'm just, just fucking around in here and using it as a sketchbook, like I can see that this is kind of probably most likely what I need. Hobonichi is a little bit too loose for me and a little too big, maybe heavy, maybe excessive. Maybe this is something I might want to consider. Maybe. I haven't made a final decision yet because I've yet to make my final choice. And I want to make my final choice in December when it might be easier for me to pick one up. Maybe, possibly. But yeah, that's kind of like, this is kind of what I've been using this planner for, is just like testing it out. It looks like the only thing that bled heavily was the Zebra Sarasa Dry. So that's not like a huge loss on my part because I mostly use fountain pens and gel pens in here, so it's totally fine in my opinion. So yeah, this is what I've been. Anyways, here's this pen that I've been wanting to talk about. It's the uniball 1, and it's in this really cute color, the yogurt rose gold clip color. I've been fidgeting with this all day. Uniball 1. Too bad it only comes in black, cause like they're cute colors that I managed to play with over here. Yeah, so this is their colors that I was playing with. Like, where's the refills for those? Can I get some? Especially for a pen like this. This was a recent purchase. Let me show you what I got from the SF Pen show, because I actually didn't get to make a video on that. I picked up a Galen leather zipper. Is it a 10 count? Yeah, 10 count zipper pouch. I probably don't need it, but I really like the color, and in case I do want to upgrade from this, I can put my fountain pens in here. And what else did I get? I got the Weirdengool Anubis. It's like a nice light brown. What else did I get? Yeah, this is by Rubato Pen. She makes like custom-ish pens. I've yet to try this out, but I know some people are very curious. It's like a very small pen with this cute colorway. You can customize it. Like, she has like a whole bunch of pieces that you can put together. But yeah, this is a flex nib that you can refill. Let's take a look at the pens that I've been using recently. It hasn't changed much, but I've been adding some more stuff, like using pencil because of the storyboarding class. Where is it? I don't remember if I did an unboxing with Art Snacks, but this was in one of the Art Snacks boxes, and I've been using this recently. It's just a mechanical pencil, but it retracts the entire point so it doesn't stab through your belongings. Let's see. These scissors have been coming in handy. From time to time I use this if I'm too lazy to do morning pages. These I use in morning pages just to change up the colors sometimes. I finally inked this up again, Uniball C-No 0.38 point. It's been a hot minute since I last used that, so that was probably featured in one of my earlier videos back in 2017, 2016 era. And then, you know, I've been using this for a hot minute too. Can't go wrong with the multi-pen Pilot High-Tixie Coletto. Here's the Sarasa Dry. Not really attached to it, but it's okay. Marvy Le Pen, same thing, not really attached to it, just to change up the colors. Just discovered this Otographic liner. It's a pretty fine point pen. I use this to redraw my my scenes, kind of like trace back, but literally tracing over it. It's pretty good. I think I would use these pretty frequently for the double aught 5 size. But yeah, anything I think is better than Micron. Also, another Marvy Le Pen. Tombow Mono Zero. This is like 2.3 size. This is good to like erase for details. Especially for my little tiny ass drawings on the storyboards. Like, God, those were a fucking pain in the butt. Let's see, what else am I using? I'm not really using this, but this is a Wall Eversharp Silver Flex pen. This is another Rubato pen. This is actually the first pen that I purchased. It's cute. It's cute. She's small. Put them there. I just inked up my Kaweco Sport in mint with one of the Pilot Iroshizuku inks. I don't remember what it was, but it's like an old teal, and the teal looks really nice. Like, I feel bad for not using it sooner. This is the Lamy Safari. Y'all know what this is. This was featured in, again, one of my videos from way back when. You can't go wrong with a Lamy Safari. This is the fine nib, I think. Yeah. It's fine, but it writes like a medium. I usually put my glitter inks in here because I think this pen is pretty tanky when it comes to shimmer inks. So right now it's got the Anubis ink in there, and I think that's a perfect match for that pen. This one, my Sailor. This is the fairy tale one. I think this is kind of new to this channel, but I never shared it. This was on sale during the pandemic. I think this is like the Jade Dragon or something like that. But yeah, this is the medium fine nib. Yeah, it currently has Vinta Ink Andrada in it, and it's like a dark teal. Here, I can show you the Andrada. Yeah, it's like a really dark teal with a red sheen to it, but I'm not really digging it, to be quite honest. It's like not giving me what I want, and it kind of feels like it dries up pretty quickly in the pen. And then, per usual, I got my TWSBI Eco in mint. I'm still using the Bungbox Kaoru in this pen. So, shout out to Bungbox for like having a consistent great ink. Like, can't go wrong with it. It shades really nicely in the 1.1 stub nib. Yeah, and then y'all already know what this is. This is, you know, Knock. I still love this thing to death, even though, like, Brad Dowdy doesn't make these things anymore. I still love it to death. Let me see, what else? Here is my Nocco seed. I still use the seed as well. This is my morning pages, but we're about halfway through. Can you see that? Yeah. We're about halfway through this, and this is the 380 page Midori notebook. Or 368. But yeah, this is like a thick ass book, A6 size. So I've just been keeping that in here for now, but I kind of want to change things up a little bit. Let me show you. I kind of sort of said no more Hobonichi stuff after this, maybe possibly, but you know, no harm in buying stuff you like, you know, I kinda like Spy Family. But there is absolutely no Hobonichi Techo book that goes into here. There was no Hobonichi book that was purchased. Nothing A5 sized that was Hobonichi branded was purchased. Morning pages is still going to be a thing with me. Look at how cute all of this is. Morning pages is still going to be a thing with me. I think I want to ditch the idea of portability because this allows you to take it around with you and also, like, you know, protect it and have some privacy. But, you know, I might just put my next future morning pages into this and just leave this at home so that I don't damage it. So that's an idea. Let's see. I also bought a lot of supplies from Daiso where I think I wanted to use them for like annotating books and stuff, but I haven't had time to read books. Let me go get those things right now. So these are, I think this is almost all of the stuff that I purchased from Daiso. Actually, I need to keep this out because there's some actual use for this. Finally. But yeah, I just picked these up from Daiso. I think I recorded a video of all of these going into detail about them on probably my phone. I probably recorded this on my phone. But yeah, I really wanted to use these, but I have not had time to read books. But these sticker sheets right here, I feel like they might be worth using for the commonplace books so I can properly label things, because I have seen people label their commonplace books with their stickers and stuff. Like, these are so fun. Yeah, I'll probably post another video of these later on, but just know that Daiso costs $1.75 now. It's no longer $1.50, so everything here was probably $1.75. Still a way better deal than the big brand names out there, especially this. These look like the Post-it notes version, but you get way more for way less, and that says a lot. Let's see, what else can I share? I'm trying to explore new hobbies, trying to explore crocheting. I want to explore polymer clay because I've been watching a lot of Uncomfy and how she makes her polymer clay and the ideas that she develops, and that's really exciting me. So I just I feel like I want to make like a desk friend for myself, and maybe, I don't know, maybe open a shop one day. Like, that's kind of what I want to manifest in the future, is to, I don't know, do something creative and monetize it, but also have fun with it, because it's been difficult being a photographer out here, you know, because that was the whole point of me quitting my job, was to become a full-time photographer. But all the industries are hit hard by AI, or people just completely devaluing photographers and all creatives. in all different industries. So yeah, I've got a lot of work to do. I also want to repair my savings account after that big root canal. And also, I'm gonna keep emphasizing this, I want to make new friends. I want to make new friends, build a community of my own. Alright, I think this is a good stopping point for this video, because I've rambled on too long. Thank you for watching. Bye!